What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Aaron Eddington. I am your host of the Triple R channel. In today's video, I'm going to discuss the 5 things you should know before buying an exotic car. Stay tuned. Number 1, financing. You want to look at the different credit unions and what they have to offer, because if I would have known about Woodside Credit Union having a 10+ year terms on their auto loans, I probably would have hopped into a Lamborghini Huracan instead of a Lamborghini Gallardo. A 5-year-old car versus a 16-year-old car is a huge difference, and with extending terms out longer, I could have got the car payment at the same exact price, but just a newer car. So I want you to look at all your options for different financing and see what suits you best. Some people are going to say, put the money down, pay for the car in cash. If you don't have the cash to buy the car, then you can't afford the car. It's different preference. It's up to the buyer. It's up to you what you want to do. But some other people will also tell you that if you have the money in the bank, then leave the money in the bank and just go finance it and then invest the money in the bank somewhere else. So it's really your preference. So you do what you feel is best and how you want to succeed and achieve your goals. That's what I say. Number 2, insurance. Insurance is not going to be that expensive. All right. So when I traded my 2014 Ford F-150 in on the Gallardo, my insurance only went up $45. You should look at different insurance companies, because some companies offer better rates than others when it comes to exotic cars. Make sure you have a clean driving record. All right, every driver in every location is gonna vary, so take that in consideration. But you may call a company and they'll tell you it's $500 a month or $300 a month, and come to find out, really, you could have got it for $170 a month. Then that's going to be more beneficial to you. You save money in the long run. So I really think that you should call all of the insurance companies and do a good research on to see what company offers what kind of rates and for what type of car. It's going to matter, all right? And do your best to keep your driving record clean. Number 3, records review. When you go to look at buying a car, you need to review the historical records. And by that, I mean the maintenance records, the service records. Look at how long each driver or owner has had the vehicle, and look how many miles they put on the vehicle in that time. And if you don't see service records or maintenance being performed within the time of ownership, that's kind of a red flag. You might be inheriting the lack of maintenance from the previous owner into your ownership. So your car may be due for a lot of maintenance, or maybe behind on maintenance, and the lifespan or longevity of the machine may suffer because it was neglected. So just keep in mind that when people get into these cars, it's a full throttle experience. People are driving these cars to rev it out, hear the engine, hear the acoustics of the exhaust. So you're going to do the same. Let's be honest. I do the same. I feel out my car. I mean, I go through the gears, give it full throttle. I enjoy the car. That's what it was built for. That's what it was meant to do. So every other driver and owner prior to you has done the same. So if you have a vehicle that's just been taking the red line over and over and been raked through the gears, and the proper oil changes and maintenance hasn't been performed, then you might be inheriting a ticking time bomb. Let's be honest. Check into the records. When you do a PPI, a pre-purchase inspection, that's another thing that you should take into consideration of the information you get from that and the information you get from looking at the Carfax or the service records. All right, the vehicle should have service records with the car or on the Carfax. So look at the dates, look at the ownership timelines, and look at the miles driven by each owner, and take into consideration. Number 4, negotiation. All right, so all these dealers, they have a good size markup inside the vehicle. So when they tell you, oh, that's as low as we can go, that is not as low as they can go. They are lying to you. They see these cars as gold mines. People are going to pay premium dollar for the experience to own the exotic car. And if you do your negotiation right, you're gonna have one heck of a deal. And by the time your time is up for enjoying the car, you can then sell the car for either what you paid for it months later, or you can actually make a profit from it. Some people do make a profit from buying exotic cars, enjoying them, and then selling them. Okay, so negotiation is huge. And part of negotiation is going into the dealership in person. Don't try to do this over email or over the phone. If you can, if you're across the country, I would still recommend go in person so that you can talk to somebody face to face, so you can look at the car. Pictures won't do justice. I'm telling you, pictures don't do justice. Have a pre-purchase inspection done, and then review the records for maintenance, and then start your negotiation from there, because there's a lot of room to move down. And when I purchased my car, I monitored the price of the car go down $10,000 in the time span of 6 months. And then whenever I got to the dealership in person, I negotiated with the sales manager, and the price came down almost another $5,000. So you got to take that in consideration. In-person negotiation is huge, okay? My question for you is, what exotic car do you see yourself getting into, and how soon do you plan on to get behind the wheel of that exotic car? Please comment down below. I'd love to hear what you have in mind. Number 5, the best one, 5 W's. Who are you? What do you do for a living? How much money do you make? How much does that car cost? How much does it cost per month? I don't know. Any question you could possibly think of. What's your credit score? They're going to ask you, like, whether it's somebody at the gas station, your friends, your family members, and your coworkers. I've had a lot of people ask me, how do you do it? And I'm like, how do you not do it? So I think that when we achieve this goal, it is a duty within ourselves to help broaden the view, because sometimes some people just want to achieve something because they're the only ones that can do it, and they don't want to share the information with others so that others don't achieve it, so that they can be the only one driving around this exotic car or achieving this specific goal. So just be prepared to have those 5 W's asked to you by complete strangers or whatever. And sometimes it's a little intrusive from complete strangers when they ask these kind of personal questions, but be completely cool, man. Like, everyone wants to know how it's done so they can kind of relate to their scenario to see what it takes for them to get to that point, which is completely admirable. Like, I want everyone to achieve their goals. Set a goal, achieve it, and set a larger goal. That's going to keep people growing. That's going to have all of us grow and achieve our goals and continue on. So keep going with that, and be open and try to help answer questions that anyone may have. Just expect that there's going to be a lot coming your way on that aspect, especially from coworkers. But if people are asking you questions, how did you do it? Then that's a great sign that you're doing great things. Like, you're achieving things that other people want to strive for. So you can just take them under the wing and be a team captain and team player and show them the ropes, so that they can say, I was able to do this because so-and-so helps me out with that. You know who's helping me right now? My buddy Mike. He's the channel owner of Category 5. You should check out his channel. He's got some pretty rad content. Keep asking the questions. Keep doing the research. You're going to get the answers, and then you're going to build your foundation and your knowledge to better further achieving your goals, so that you can be an owner, all right? Or you can expand your garage, which would be pretty freaking cool. If you're watching this video, you're learning, all right? And keep searching this type of question and answers and hear from everyone's experience. You're just going to take a little knowledge from what I have to say and a little knowledge from someone else like Vehicle Virgins or somebody like Mike at Category 5. So just hear what everyone has to say, absorb information, and then take away with what you want to take away with and apply it to your scenario so that you can build your foundation and achieve your goals. When you do that, I challenge you to share the information, share your experience so somebody can relate to your scenario. Someone can relate to your story and put themselves in that position and try to envision and make their way to being successful in achieving their goals. So if we can all do that, everyone will achieve their goals, will be successful across the board. You'll see nothing but beautiful cars running down the streets or whatever it may be. But thank you very much for watching. I appreciate it. If you found value in this video, please hit that like and subscribe button, because I have a ton of more content I want to share with you guys. I want to share about maintenance of the Gallardo or maybe a Huracan in the future. I want to share trading in or selling the exotic car and getting a different type of exotic car. So I just want to keep sharing the information so you guys can see what it's like maybe at the end if you want to get rid of your car too. So thanks for watching. Take care.